going to look at these things called dot cards. And we're going to learn about counting them quickly. If you can say the number of dots quickly, just say it out one time. So if you see the number and you think you know what the number is, you may say it. So if you see 4 dots, you may say 4. You can't say 4, 4, 4. You just say 4.
5. 6. 10.
10.
That didn't come back. I'm gonna go. 9. 8. 20. 7. 11. 10.
10.
I got it. 11. 4.
7.
7.
This other one was hard. Let me hold this other one back up that we did first. 7. 3 and 3 is 6 and 1 more is 7.
7.
Put that down, Luke.
10.
9. 4 and 4 is 8 and 1 more is 9. 9. Okay. So we've practiced with a few of those cards. You can see that the dots represent you have a number of dots, and when you learn to tell them fast, you're using counting strategies probably to count them quickly. What we're going to do now is I'm going to give you some counters, and you're going to show me a number of counters on one side of your mat. So you have what's called a cart, pole mat. You have a mat that looks like this. And then up above it, it has this other square. So this is going to be one part, another part, and then the whole, the number for the whole goes up here in that square. So I'm going to tell you a number, and I'm going to give you some counters, and you're going to show me with counters on one side of your mat the number that I show you.
Did you get a marker?
No, I'm going to give you counters. You're going to show the counters on one side of the mat. So I'm going to give you a bag of counters to use, and I'm going to tell you what number of counters. He's number 7. Number 20. I tell you what, you can come and get your numbers as your bags as I call it. 20. 24. I'll just bring it over to you. 22. 19. Don't take them out yet because you don't know what number to get out. Don't take them out. 10 and 9. 9. Yes. 10. 8 and 5. 15 and 6. Who's 15? I called 15. 18.
19.
Who's 18? 17. and 16 and 14, 13 and 12, 13, yes, 12, 11, and 4. Oh, you're 4. Careful, don't trip over that. And 3. Don't trip over. No, please go to your seat.
I got 11.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you a number, and you're going to use counters to show that number on on the left side of your mat. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. I tell you what, I will draw the dots. That will be even easier. Show this number with counters on one side of your mat. Yes, do it just like I did. No, do it on the side I did. Everybody have it? Now show this number on the other side of your mat. Show that number of counters on the other side. This is a 2. There are 2 dots. You need to show me a 2. Show me 2 on one side, 3 on the other. Now, how can I find out how many counters I have all together? Raise your hand if you can tell me what I would do. Lindy, what should I do? I didn't ask you that. My question is, what should I do to find out how many counters I have all together? Maddie? What? Count them. Count the counters. And tell me how many, when you know the answer, raise your hand. Okay.
5.
Everybody say it.
5.
What do I do to represent the number 5? What can I write to represent the number 5? Evelyn? Write the numeral 5. So now you'll need a dry erase marker and your stop, and you can write the numeral 5 right here. Write a 5. We're not, this is math time. I'm going to put the yellow up until we ask questions. The yellow is up. Only thing I should hear. You what? The yellow is up. The only work we're doing is math work. Be sure you have, no, we're not putting our name. Not putting our name. What do you need? You what? Go down to the office and ask them if you can use it. You need to write a 5 in the square at the top. Write a 5 with your, you should have a 5 written. The rest of your counters go stay in your bag. Now, you should have 2 counters here, a 3 here, and the number 5 written there. Right, let's try this again. What do you need, Hudson? Okay, go and knock on the door and see if it's open. Let's try again. I'm going to put some more dots up here. Let's do this one. Show me that with your counters. And write the number at the top.
There's 3 teachers standing in there, so I don't think it is.
Okay, go down to the office and to ask them where you can go to the back, where you can go, okay?
I need to go to, but he said
To come back.
go out and wait because then it's gonna get
Okay.
and it's not allowed.
Okay. So you should be if you can't wait, you can go down to the office and tell them that you can't wait and the bathroom's closed. should have, I should see 4 counters on one side of your mat and 3 counters on the other. And then I should see a number at the top.
Can you open this?
Yes, I can open that for you. Everybody should be doing this math work.
I have a card.
Go ahead.
We need to write on
Yes, I believe that's yours. You do not have to write your name right now. I put your number on your board. So your name is just going to wipe off anyway. I put your number in permanent marker. So you should have 4 counters and 3 counters and a number at the top. You should be writing a number at the top. Did you get it? Write your number, and I can just glance and see if you got it right. Okay. Very good. Let's try another one.
Eighth grade launch, who's supervising eighth grade launch?
Let's try. 1, 2, I will turn that off. 3, 4, 5,
Schedule, it says
and 1, 2, 3. Try 5 and 3. 5 counters on one side. You're doing counters right now. We're practicing first with the counters, then we'll do it with writing dots. Just doing this different ways. And what number goes up there? Everybody?
8.
We're good. Okay. We are working on math, so get your counters out. Show me 5 counters on one side of your mat, 3 on the other, and what number goes up here? 8. Very good. Now we're going to do some practice independently. So put all your counters back in your mat and your bag
What is independent?
on your own. Put all your counters in your bag
What is independent?
on your own. All the counters go in your bag, and you should have 10 of them, so be sure you have 10. If they fall on the floor, I have to pick them up. One fell right here.
I have
I think that one's yours. Okay. And then I'm going to bring you a sheet of paper with these cards on it. Once you have it, listen carefully. And if you're at home learning, you should have these things at home, or they will be on the document section. You're going to count these, cut these apart on the dotted lines. You're going to have 30 of them. Where are you going to put them? You can put them in the bag with your counters. Where are these cards going to go?
in your bag.
In the bag with the counters. Everybody ready? Then we're going to practice with these. So if you're learning at home, you'll be practicing with these, and I will type in the notes how to practice with them.